Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 3rd of September. Now, I don't know what is happening with my phone, guys. I don't use filters, I don't use anything like that, but for some reason my phone fogged up. I don't know what's happened. Might have to get my daughter onto it to have a look at the lenses and maybe give them a clean for me today. Anyway, it's like soft filters, isn't it? But I swear I don't use filters, guys. You can tell that when I shoot outside. So I don't know. We've still got the soft focus going on today. So I think I'll get my daughter on to check out the lenses on my phone and give them a good clean. Okay. Happy Father's Day as well, guys, because it's Father's Day here down in Australia. I know we always have different sort of times for Father's Days and things, don't we, globally? So it's actually Father's Day here. So we're just having a little quiet day so the kids can give Dad a present and all that sort of thing. I have got my flag today. Amber, you'll be very proud of me changing up the settings a little bit. But we are a country in distress. That's why it's upside down, guys. This is our original Australian flag. Now, these are the flags that my hubby and I used when we marched in the protests a couple of years ago. It was a couple of years ago. I don't know. I'll have to check the dates, guys. Oh, so much has been happening, isn't it, in the last 4 years? When we marched in Canberra a couple of times, actually, for our freedoms. Now, I've got some bad news, guys, that is like shocking to me and probably to many others here down in Oz. You know how I'm always talking to you about John Farnham, the singer who sings The Voice, and I've been telling you guys about the Voice to Parliament, the Indigenous voice, and how they're doing the yes-no vote. We had the pamphlet, rah, rah, rah. Well, sad days, guys. I told you how we used The Voice as our freedom fighting song when we were in Canberra. I'll actually post a video to my Facebook page. I think I've got a video of that song playing in the background. When we first arrived, there were people arriving and gathering at Old Parliament House in Canberra. And that song's playing. So I'll see if I can find it and I'll put it on my Facebook page, guys. Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach. And unfortunately, John Farnham has given Elbow the rights to the song to be used for the yes vote. Oh my God, that is the saddest news, guys. That means obviously he's a sleepwalker for starters, but he's given them the rights to use the song The Voice. So now they're interviewing all these Indigenous people. I have nothing against Indigenous people, but when this vote is going to change the Constitution, we know what's going on. We know it's a giant land grab. The Indigenous are not going to be the ones to gain from all this. We know it. We all know it. I think it's been happening in Canada, hasn't it? We know what's going on. And they're just handing it all over. And so now they're interviewing him saying, yes, that song's been really important to all of us. And, we've lost our freedom song, guys. That's major to me. I know to anyone who's been in protest, the songs are very important to us, aren't they? So now they're taking those last little reminders away from us. Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? The Voice. I think that's the one I got. Isn't that the one that I played and I lost my monetization, my $2, because I played the song. Remember I showed you guys and then I got demonetized. Oh, it's so ridiculous. It was that and the Indian flute music. Apparently I didn't have permission to use them. But now Elbow's got permission to use everything, all the Voice song. So, it's so frustrating, guys. So it's taken me back to the early days of fighting for freedom. It's so frustrating. Oh. And also, guys, we talk a lot here about my censorship on YouTube. I do not understand why my little channel gets picked on. Other people put things on there. I don't get it. I've been on here for probably 7 years, guys, and I'm still not even earning $2 a video. Like, you know, you couldn't do it for the money, definitely, because I even have to pay Squarespace to have this YouTube channel up. So I even pay to have my YouTube channel on the platform. Go figure. But I'm getting a lot of comments lately. I got one yesterday. Was it Last Chance or something like that, or one more chance, I think it is, guys. Maybe you guys could, go and have a read of those and see what you think. But I think they're just YouTube bots. We know that they probably are. But, it just rubs me up the wrong way, and it leaves that bad taste in your mouth, doesn't it? He kept saying, how come it always shows 0 views, you get no views, and just nasty. We know there's trolls on YouTube, but, it would be nice to just get some momentum. I had very good momentum around Christmas when everyone was really into predictions and things, and that was a really good chance. My channel really took off, and then YouTube just shut it right down. So I'm sorry if I do get frustrated, but I put a lot of effort into my channel, and I just it's very disheartening, guys. And to me, it's not even just about my channel. It's about the truth, getting the truths out. If they're stamping everything out, stamping out your comments as well, you guys get put on the naughty chair all the time. How are the truths ever going to get to the people that need to hear them, the sleepwalkers? We're still getting so fact-checked. And I said here in Australia the other day, it's even going to get worse, the censorship. They're trying to silence us, but we won't be silenced. They tried to bury us, but they forgot we were seeds. That's a great quote that I always love, guys. They tried to bury us, but they forgot we were seeds, and we grew. Didn't we? We grew into who we really are. So let's stay strong, guys. Sorry, sometimes I just have to have a whinge. You know how it goes. I know you guys understand. All right, let's get straight into the reading, and we'll see what comes up. I'm getting Bahamas. What is the Bahamas? We've had that song before. Aruba, Bahamas, come on, pretty mama. Diana, was that the song out of Cocktail? Yeah, down a Circular Quay. Was that it? Where's that? Is that in America? I think it is. Isn't that one of those really prestigious places everyone goes to? Well, I feel like it's going to become more prestigious. Might be another target of the clean out. We know the global elites are cleaning things out and creating their own paradise, as we call them, because they're like similar to Epstein Islands, but they're more a paradise of wealth. It's this wealth creation. They're creating their divide, meaning the wealth and the nobodies. They're classed as the nobodies, which I put under the umbrella of peasants, Lego people, insignificant nobodies. That's what's happening. So I'm getting Bahamas, and they're showing me again that movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise and Brian Brown, was it? I'm pretty sure that was the Bahamas. And I'm getting that song, Down to Florida Keys. Well, I'm guessing that's in Florida. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not very good on geography. You know I'm not, but I try my best, guys. But we know it's some sort of paradise area anyway. Well, I do feel there's movement and takeovers and creating the new elite paradise spaces for them to come together and relax, because they get very stressed when they're, when you're so well off and you can fly around in your jet planes and do whatever you want and you don't have to follow the narrative like everybody else. It's tough being, the wealthy and elites. Anyway, let's keep going. Enough of my sarcasm. God, I keep getting it, and I keep getting China and China. We call China Panda here, actually. I'm getting Panda, and China is Canada, meaning little China. I'm getting these two are really moving forward. We know Panda is moving forward like a virus, like an entity just taking over and spreading across the world. But I feel like China is not far behind, but they're moving the rollout, the reset rollout. They're moving the rollout. Trudeau is really pushing, and shoving it down people's throat like a feeding tube. It's saying me, it's no longer the, we talk about the coffee elixir feeding people garbage, BS and all that during the CV virus that Trudeau was feeding everyone. But now he's shoving it down people's throat like a feeding tube. He's forcing people to go with the narrative. Not us, if you're on my channel and you live in China, you're not being force-fed. You grow your own veggies and you do your own thing and you're very independent. But some of these, not all, because a lot are waking up as well, but he is trying to force-feed people with this feeding tube of garbage. Oh, more BS, lies and garbage for Trudeau. Gee, that's a change, isn't it? All the while making out that it's all for their advantage, for the little people's advantage, which we know none of it is. Not even a little bit of it is. Nothing to the little people's advantage. Yeah, he's such a monster. So now he's force-feeding his narrative. And Panda's still creeping like a virus. Little China. Oh, no. Stay strong over there, you Canadians. What has he done to your country? What has he done? Everyone I know that's been to Canada says it's the most beautiful, breathtaking place they've ever been. They all love it. Everybody loves Canadians. You talk to anyone worldwide that's met Canadians, they all love Canadians. So shout out to my Canadian viewers. You're all very well liked around the world from what people talk about, which is always nice to know. Maybe not one particular Canadian, starting with T. He might not be so popular. Well, he wasn't popular for a while with the global elites because he woke the rest of the world. Oh, we still love that, don't we, guys? Wakey, wakey, everyone. It was so good. All right, let's keep going. Oh, God. This is global. I'm getting that freedom is a word of the past now. Freedom is a word of the past. It's like that song by George Michael. Freedom, freedom, whatever that. No, I don't know the rest of the words. I know the song. Got to get you, girl. I love George Michael. You know I do. It's a thing of the past. It's like that, like an old song, like an old memory. Oh, let's play George Michael's song, Freedom. That's what freedom is actually becoming. Freedom is becoming a thing of the past globally. We know it is. We know it's becoming a thing of the past. It's slowly just disappearing behind the sheer curtain of the governments as they start to hide the freedom away. You can just see it through the sheer curtain, just fading into the distance, slowly disappearing. Oh, my goodness. It's true. It is becoming a thing of the past, isn't it? And people, sleepwalkers, people waking up, are hardly even aware that their freedom is being chipped away and taken away from them because they're oblivious to it. They're not aware. Oh, my God. Some are becoming aware. God, I'm getting there really trying to escape now. This is the people waking up, the ones that are getting wiser and going through their awakening, shifting process. It's showing me, the other day we got the zombies in Australia. I got that visual of the zombies like now trying to escape their government and they're kind of becoming soulless, like their feelings are just, well, their soul's dying actually probably, which is what pretty much the dark night of the soul and the awakening is, isn't it? Your soul dies and then you're reborn again. But it's showing me them climbing up out of these like ditches and they're climbing over each other. It's showing me people scrambling and zombies climbing up and over each other to escape these holes, these trenches. It's showing me them in trenches because they feel like they're being sort of swallowed up by their governments, which they actually are. Pretty horrible scene. We're getting a bit of a horror movie theme going this week, guys. I don't like it. We're not in it. Of course we're not in it. We're observing from afar. It's even showing us on the hill, like the kids on the hill, like I always tell you about. But this time we're like got binoculars. We're like these, we're like spies this time. We're adults and we're like spies. We're spying and keeping an eye on everything that's going on over here, meaning that people are scrambling to save themselves from government now. They're sleepwalkers, the people who've slipped off the bubble denial suits now, who can see everything. We know not all of them will, but majority are. And we're still observing from afar. And I would say with the fact that we've got binoculars, it means we're even further away. It's like we've gone to the second or third hill, mountain or whatever, further away, because we know we need to look at all this from a very, very safe vantage point and not get involved in it at all, because this is the journey now for these people to wake up, for these people to find themselves again, for these people to have their breakdowns, their meltdowns, or their whatever you call them, beast mode lash outs. We've got to stay right away from it now. So the fact we've got the binoculars means we're miles and miles away, and that's where we have to stay, guys. looking at things from miles and miles away. Hang on, they're trying to give me something here. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's the song. I knew they were trying to give me a song. It's that song. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles and miles and miles. Who sings that song? Sorry, guys, I don't know who sings it, but there is a song called I Can See for Miles and Miles. Oh, we get some weird music on here, but I think sometimes the words in the song, or perhaps sometimes the music has meaning for you guys. That's why I sing it. It just means you can see with clarity for miles. Like the eagle, I always say the eagle, we get eagle energy a lot, can see for miles. They can see a little mouse going in the distance. They have that supervision, super X-ray kind of vision to see in the distance. Oh, now, of course, I've got to get that song. We're going the distance. We're going to see. What's that song? We're going the distance. Sorry, guys. They just hit me with these punchlines from songs, and I don't know who sings them sometimes. But it makes sense to me because we are going the distance. We've really gone the distance. Holy crap. We've been in this stupidity clown show circus event for 4 years, and we've gone the distance. Look at us. We're still here. Yes, sometimes we suffer aches and pains and different things going on in our physical body, which we know is pretty much part of the ascension and moving forward. But look how strong we've become, like mentally, and we keep spiritually decluttering. Like we know how to keep ourselves strong with our thoughts. We keep learning and growing. We're learning off other people. We're getting on YouTube and tapping around. We're not staying stagnant. We're going the distance, guys. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting England, Germany, France. I am getting protests. I keep getting England. You must be having stuff going on in the UK. I'm getting Germany and France are still trying to navigate fight backs. They want to fight back. They do. They don't want to. Who wants to take this crap lying down? No one. Oh, except I was thinking the other day, and I was telling you guys keep telling me about all the Blade Runners in the UK. It's absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love it. The cameras being taken down. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's a great protest. Take down all the bloody surveillance cameras. It's absolutely brilliant for poor old Sushi. He's working so hard too. But this is what I'm getting. People are just, they don't want it. If that happened in Oz, that's what I was getting back to, people would do diddly-do here. They're such gutless wonders. I always tell you guys that. Oh, they need to grow some balls here down under. They're pathetic. Oh, honestly, they leave it to the same old people because they're scared of fear and, oh, they might get arrested or whatever. And you're just like, well, what? You'd rather live in a shoebox and be controlled? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, God help if those cameras come here because it looks like I'll have to put me rollerblades on and do a bit of blade running maybe. Oh, God, we're so sick of it, aren't we? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, let's see where else we go. Getting the capital of Ireland. That's Dublin, isn't it? I'm sure it's Dublin. Could be some activity in Dublin soon. Could be some activity. I'm actually getting that people are protesting people. So we know they like the division. I feel like people are going to stand up to things, but then there's going to be the naysayers that are going to stand up to them and fight back against them. So it's going to be the people like versing the people in Dublin. That's what I'm getting for Ireland. People don't want stuff, but then people are fighting for human rights and all this crap. Could be transgender kind of, I'm getting that kind of thing, but it could also be deeper than that. But I am seeing protesters fighting protesters. And we know that's what they're trying to do, get people arguing amongst each other. Just seeing that for Ireland. It says clash of the people. Those who are aware and those who have no clue, basically. Hope it could even be around the virus things, you know, the mandates or the masks and crap like that. It's quite probable that that could sort of filter through to just stupid nonsense and garbage. Some people love it. They love all that. I know you guys see it. They love all that mask and all the urgency and the fear. Some people thrive in that. They do. They wear it like a badge of honor, don't they? Oh, look at me with my mask on. Oh my God. Little do they know we look at them and just go, oh, you idiot. Oh my God. Anyway, not our business. They can do whatever they want. It was like the jab wheel. We didn't care who got jabbed. Even if you've been jabbed here, we don't care. That was your journey to choose. But we had our choices taken away from us. People were mandated. They lost their jobs. People were forced to get jabs. My son was forced to get a jab. He was 18, so he could go to the pub or he was going to have no life. People were forced to get the jab. Like, we didn't care. If you chose to get it, that's fine. But when they came after us and told them it was a pandemic of the unjabbed and it was our fault, we were spreading it and we were granny killers and all that, like, come on. I don't even know what that, how's that not bullying and at its best? And how's that not discrimination? I don't even get this world we're living in at the moment. I know you guys are the same, guys. Hey, don't forget also, guys, we've got my girlfriend coming Wednesday. So if you want to ask questions, anything about healing, about being in the now, Pam, you wrote a good question about how does being in the now help you to heal. These kind of questions, guys, just feel free to leave them down below. Her and I are going to do a question and answer, and I'll get you some tips from her because she's absolutely brilliant with animals, people's energy. She's just got this way of understanding things. She does a lot of healing online. If anyone's interested in that too, she could probably talk about that as well. So please leave your questions down below. Anything to do with the ascension process as well. She's very good with that. She's the one that talked about my knee and helped to sort of do some healing work on it. So please feel free to ask questions. Don't forget about that. All right, I'll see if there's anything else, guys. And maybe we just pull a happiness and a whispering woods today. Something light and fluffy for Sunday. All right. Yeah, the guides are just saying this for you guys watching my channel. We have to control our own narrative. This is our story now moving forward. Now, we talk all the time here about the storybooks of Escape from Clown World, Journey to Terabella, which is what our awakening process has been on this channel for most of us. We've journeyed to Terabella, which is our beautiful earth, our place where we find happiness. It can be anything, doesn't matter what it is. Everyone finds happiness in their own way. We have to keep narrating our story and write it the way that we want to write it. Hang on a minute. And that's what the guides are saying. We're being guided. We're being guided to stay on our path, to keep moving forward. We talked about the Tin Man and seizing up his joints without the oil yesterday. We've got to keep moving forward. We've got to keep growing, got to keep expanding, not only in the body, but in the mind, spirit as well, and our soul. Keep growing, keep expanding, keep lighting yourself up. Hang on a minute. And they're giving me that eclipse energy again where things pass, like there's this period of darkness, but then you come into this real bright light. And I always talk about the crystal glasses where everything's like clearer and brighter and fresher. And the manifesting too, guys, is a big part of this moving into the fifth dimension, because we talk about telepathy, we talk about manifesting and allowing. And manifesting has been coming up in my readings a lot, hasn't it, guys? Has anyone found their caravan? The guides have been guiding us to really start to get quicker at allowing, because it shows you that you're on your path, that you're aligned, that you're in a good sort of headspace. That's important to our journey as well, the manifesting. It's not just something we do just for, you know, laughs and giggles. It's something we do because it helps us to stay aligned. And that means we're not contracted, we're open, and the vibration and frequencies can come in. I'll leave a video about signs and synchronicities over here, actually. Let's pull a happiness card, guys, today. We need some happiness and joy, don't we? I've got to do the coffee run for Father's Day and get the coffees in a minute. Let's see what we get. Oh, don't lay blame. Learn to forgive instead. We get this one quite regularly, guys. And what that actually means is not even to blame ourselves. And I say it's not always about forgiving others, about just forgiving yourself. We've all made mistakes in life. That's how you learn and grow. So just forgive any little mistakes or things you've done in the past. Just focus forward now. That's all you got to do. Oh, acknowledge. Focus on things that bring you joy. Very important. Keep setting goals also and keep giving yourself things to look forward to. I told you I was planning that little 3-day trip away to go to those Japanese gardens. So that's giving me something to look forward to. You've got to have things to look forward to. It doesn't matter what it is. What have we got here? We've got this little crescent moon. Smile. It will turn on the light in your soul. Aww. Aww. It does. When you smile at someone, it's amazing how they smile back, isn't it? It's like a little experiment. Do that today. Smile at someone and see if they smile back. Works every time. It's an energy frequency, vibration. Smile. I believe that's what smiling does. And don't they say that smiling does send endorphins or something to yourself anyway, I think. Lights up your soul. I'm still whispering words. It does light up your soul. It's nothing worse than seeing someone all depressed and frowning. Even if you have to fake it till you make it, guys, just keep smiling. Like that song, smile and the world will smile with you, or whatever it is. Nat King Cole, wasn't it? We got the other week. Very important song to a few people. When you smile, though your heart is breaking, smile, even though it's aching. I don't sing like Nat King Cole, I know that, guys, but it is a pretty song, isn't it? Okay, kindness. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Be kind to ourselves, guys. Sometimes we are a little hard on ourselves. I believe that we are. We have to be kind to ourselves. And I think that's also around our ailments and that, you know, don't overdo it. If you need to have a rest, don't feel guilty. Just go and have a rest. You know, this is the kind of ways of being kind to yourself, looking after yourself, helping yourself to heal. Take respite. We'll have no trouble taking respite. Some time out. Time out. We need resilient. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. Oh, we talk about that a lot. We get this one a bit. The evergreen trees don't need to protect themselves from the winter. And I've got a lot of evergreen trees actually in my garden. I live in the mountains and a lot of trees lose their leaves here. As you guys know, you live in very similar climates, a lot of you. But the evergreens are tough if you think about it, because I love a green garden most of the year. So I buy a lot of evergreens because I like that. And you think about it, they've got to be pretty tough to handle some of the -9s that we've had this year. Yes, -9. Ooh. So they've got to be tough, just like us freedom fighter mavericks. Retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in the eucalyptus trees, berries, and wattle. Actually, and that's funny because the wattles are out here at the moment, guys. Oh, so beautiful. They're bright yellow. I absolutely love them. I bring it into my laundry and put it in a little glass jar on my shelf. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in the eucalyptus trees, berries, and wattles. So what it's saying there is breathe in the smells. Open up your senses. Smell all the aromas. It's a gift, isn't it? To be able to, you know, I remember watching, I don't know if any of you have ever seen it, Michael Hutchence from In Excess. It's an absolutely brilliant documentary. It's called Mystify, you know, like the song Mystify. I love Michael Hutchence. I always have. And I love In Excess. The music of In Excess is absolutely amazing. But he had a really bad accident and he lost all his senses. And it was a huge part of the movie because it just let you, it just showed you how much, when you lose your sense of smell, particularly smell he lost, and maybe taste, I think it could have been too. And he just fell apart after that. And that's just an example. I know someone else that lost their sense of smell as well in real life that I know. And you can't just go up and smell a rose. So don't take those things for granted, guys. That's what the guys are saying there. It's that, you know, well, stop and smell the roses, but it's also smell the eucalyptus tree. Look at the beautiful intense yellow of the wattle. We got the sunflower too the other day, guys, in the watering can, if anyone's found them as well. Look at the rich colours, which is how we see life now as people who are awake. We see things very differently. So go and enjoy those simple things today. Pick a berry off it, like a blueberry or a blackberry off a tree. Eat an apple off your tree, Chris. Things like that. Just enjoy. Taking the richness of life is what the guides are saying. Taking the richness of life. All right. Hang on a sec. I'll just see if there's anything to close with. Yeah, they're giving me that Whitney Houston song again to finish off that. I believe the children are our future. And it's saying, find your strength in love is the line from that song that we're getting. Find your strength in love. The Whitney Houston song. I'm going to leave you with that today. I don't know what it's called. I believe the children are our future. Tell them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Make it easier. The greatest love of all, I think that's what it's called, isn't it? Beautiful song. I'm going to leave you that today because it is the greatest love of all. And the greatest love of all, as we know on this channel, is the awakening process that shifts you into who you really are. We find ourselves again. It's wonderful and it feels so good. So go and enjoy. Open up all your senses today, guys. And keep finding your caravan and your sunflower and your watering can. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia today. Take care. Have a wonderful Father's Day if you live here in Oz. Country in Distress. We've lost our voice song. Go check that out on my Facebook page, guys. And I will talk to you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like buttons, and feel free to comment. And don't forget your questions. Okay, bye everyone.